For a while now, I've been thinking ahead. If everything goes okay and according to plan, I will be graduating this December with a bachelor's in special education. However, I do not plan to stop there. I do plan to go ahead with my master's. Um, and I've been thinking about grad school, and I've been thinking about stuff that I may need. And I've been thinking about um, replacing my iPod Touch as well. And I was thinking about, with the grad school lugging stuff around, I'd kind of like to have a netbook. And then I was thinking about, um, the replacement for the iPod, the iPad, the iPod, plus I'm getting my words mixed up. My replacement for my first generation iPod as being, the third generation iPod with the accessibility features. However, I've been playing, with the accessibility features on the new iPod, particularly the zoom, which is the magnifier. Very mixed bag. The 3.5-inch screen just makes things rather cumbersome for where I need them to be. If you're not sure, if you have an iPhone or know somebody who has an iPhone, ask to see it. Go to the Apple Store if you need to look at one. Go to the home screen, and on the home screen you need to take 4 icons and put them together in your mind as one. So that's roughly 4 times magnification. That's an estimate. I would need anywhere between 4 and 6. Screen size is a factor. Background colors are a factor. Text size and font is a factor. A lot of stuff is a factor as to how high I need things magnified. Suffice it to say, the 3.5-inch screen wouldn't cut it. So I was thinking about how to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And along comes the iPad. I'm actually quite happy about the iPad. Wi-Fi, 3G, which is nice because with the 3G it's non-contract, which is just what I was looking for. Because I don't use 3G often enough to cite a contract, but I would make use of it from time to time during the year, maybe once or twice. So having a pick up and pay as you go type deal, $30 a month, like $30 for 1 month when I'm going to be out of town and I'm not going to be in a Wi-Fi very often. There you go. So there's that. There's also the iWork suite and the 64 gigs of flash and the ability to synchronize with the iWork on the Mac. Now, because I'm a Mac user, all I would need to do is pick up a copy of iWork, the full-blown version, and just sync documents back and forth. That would be great. And particularly for presentations, all I'd have to do is hook up my iPad to the projector, give the presentation. We're good to go. So I'd say that this has killed 2 birds with 1 stone. So besides the connectivity, there are other features. The 64 gigs of storage, iWork, like I mentioned, I'm definitely looking at that because I'll be taking a lot of notes, probably doing a lot of writing as well. Taking this to class is a lot better than taking the MacBook to class because this is far, far more convenient. 1.5 pounds versus 5 pounds, and you have to take into account books and whatnot, plus my magnifier and any additional equipment I may have that can help me through my studies because of my disability. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, as they say, and I'm just, trying to be well prepared. So, the other reason, you're wondering how can you take notes on a touchscreen keyboard? You don't need to. This is the iPad docking station, for those of you who have not seen it yet. Full-size keyboard, as you can see. This would make it very, very easy for me to type. It also makes it very easy for me to adapt to VoiceOver. This does have VoiceOver aboard. All 3 models, as I understand it. There's no restriction. There has been nothing said about any restrictions on size equaling non-accessibility, as I understand it. We'll see when it comes out in March. A full accessibility from the gesture VoiceOver capability and the keyboard, which means that if I'm a VoiceOver user on the Mac, which I do have experience with, I could just go from one to the other and no problems whatsoever. Um, and so, for me, plus the all-day battery life, 10 hours of battery life, I mean, I could get through a whole day on one charge. I mean, that's really nice, because right now, I can't even get through 3 classes on with my MacBook, because I have to bring on Wednesdays, I have class from 1 to 2:15, break till 4 o'clock, then I go from 4 to 10 o'clock straight with 2 classes back-to-back. My Mac can't make it through that. I have to bring the adapter on Wednesdays. Something like this would be perfect for that. And I expect to have more of that as I go along in my studies. So yeah, Wi-Fi and 3G on demand. 802.11n Wi-Fi, by the way. 3G on demand, full keyboard, accessibility, turnkey accessibility. And because of the operating system and coupled with the proprietary chip that Apple's developed, no viruses. And if you're going to be keeping very valuable stuff on here, no viruses is a must. So those are the personal reasons why I'm thinking about the iPad, possibly for a graduation gift. But we'll just see how things go. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. And that reminds me, for those of you who have been complaining about the iPad's shortcomings, let's wait until it's released and you actually see one in person and get to play with it. So, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Comments are welcome, and have a nice evening.